Hi, this is Professor Matt W. And I'm going to show you a new addition to the Barrett School. I just got our flight simulators up and running, and these are professional simulators that they use at airports. But a quick word just before I show you these really cool flight simulators. I want to just explain where I'm coming from. I'm an educator. I was a teacher for the last 15 years or so. I taught biology, chemistry, and physics, and also math, algebra, geometry, algebra 2, calculus, so on and so forth. I've written articles, and I worked as an oncologist, as a doctor when I was in a residency in oncology in Italy, and so I have a big background in research science and education. I got my PhD in education. And there are some people around here, or in general, I think, that think they have a monopoly on education. That they think that they're the only ones with a right to teach children. I'm not talking about public schools. I believe in the public school system. I'm totally on board with the public school system. I went to a public school. My family was on welfare when I was growing up. I didn't have the option of a private school. It's amazing how Florida gives people the opportunity and parents the opportunity to send their kids to a private school. It's amazing. I really appreciate that. But there are schools around here in Destin. I live in Miramar Beach, which is in between Destin and Santa Rosa, that believe they have a monopoly and that they can tell parents where to send their kids, and that they can tell people not to start a school. Well, that's not true, okay? Anyone can start a school, especially people with a background in education. Not everyone should run a school, but certainly people with a background in education and a background PhD in education, and especially in STEM education, when we're talking about STEM. And I just wanted to tell you that before I go on further. That's what's the notion behind the Barrett School, is that a local school that I sent my kids to failed them. And they failed them so badly that they had to repeat a grade. They did not learn proper reading and science and math. And that's why I built a school. I built a school for them, but I also built a school for you and your kids if you live in Destin or if you live in other areas. And I also built the school because my daughter didn't start talking until she was 5 years old. And every single STEM school said that she couldn't go to them, that they wouldn't take her, they wouldn't accept her because she couldn't talk. And they thought that she didn't have the capability to be a functioning member of society. And I take that personally. I also take it personally that some people say that they have a monopoly on teaching kids like that. That they know what they're doing. Not because they're educators, because who I'm talking about, they aren't educators. But they have a monopoly because they think they know something about kids on the spectrum. And of course, that's very important to know about kids on the spectrum, on the autism spectrum, nonverbal kids, and so on and so forth. But that's what the Barrett School is. The Barrett School is a STEM school for kids that are both typical and atypical, and to push those two groups of kids together because I know that they can create great things. And we have great things coming through the pipeline. I assure you we do. And to all the detractors, all the people that say that they have the monopoly on education, well, they don't. And I'm going to show them that they don't by creating the best school one can possibly attend. And people will fight to get into this school and all the opportunities it's going to create for their kids. So with that being said, I didn't want to get too crazy about it, but with that being said, I want to show you the flight simulators that we just got. Thanks. I don't think you can crash But just don't put the yoke in and out. It's supposed to be like more of a, because you can break the yoke. Just be more fluid with it. The yoke is, so Evan, the yoke is pushing you down and up. So you don't need to keep on changing it. You want it to be level most of the time.
I just want to go.
It's not like a normal video game. I know, and like a normal video game, you're gonna like do dodge fights and all this kind of crazy stuff. But you want, this is more of a simulator. Yeah.
I just try to see if I can do it.
Just try to have some fun.
Yeah, I just don't want to break the yoke. It's very close to a town called Giza, which is going to have a lot of houses. So if we follow the road, we might find the pyramids. What's this stuff that